I remember the pivotal point as a kid when I decided I wanted to surf big waves. I walked into a surf shop and I look up on the wall and there's this giant, huge, polarizing image of Richard Schmidt, and he was surfing Mavericks. Surfing this massive mountain of a wave. And I remember looking at that photo as a kid, just absolutely blown away, and I thought to myself, I want to do that. Insane, yeah, this is the shop. Used to be up like right there. Right now we're gonna go look at the lane. Just drive West Cliff and go check the waves. Go get an idea of what the waves are doing. This drive never gets old. You'll see why in a second. I was born in Santa Cruz, California, a small coastal town with a rich history and surf culture. And my father introduced me to the ocean at a very young age. I've just been hooked ever since. This is the lane right here. This is where it all started for me. Steamer Lane at the lighthouse. The middle peak right here, the slot. Really good, iconic wave break. Really fun. Grew up surfing here, really. I started surfing basically at the time I could start to walk, and I started competing at around the age of 9. Eventually started to win under 10 division, under 12, under 14. Started getting a lot of notoriety in publications and becoming California state champ at age of 16 when I was a sophomore.
So that's how you always got in, even as a kid?
Yeah. Just run and jump that little fence right there. Run all the way down, and you climb down the point, jump in the water. Yeah, so I go back and forth. I'll come up and down the coast. I got a place up here and a place down south, so depending on what the swell's doing, what the ocean's doing, I'll travel up the coast. A lot of the SC legends that kind of paved the way for us Groms coming up in Santa Cruz were, I mean, they really changed pop culture. They were really pushing the air progression thing and doing the big wave thing, and it was something that myself personally and a lot of my friends, we all looked up to. At around my teenage years, kind of a switch flipped. I became gravitated towards larger and larger surf, and so I started surfing larger and larger waves. And it just so happened, Mavericks is right there in my backyard in the Bay Area, just like 20 minutes south of San Francisco. And so it was only natural for the progression for me to slowly just start building up to surf that wave. There's Mavs right there. See right up there? At the age of 14, I finally mustered up enough courage to paddle out there with my friend and became the youngest to ever surf Mavericks. Oh, this nice right now. Fucking A. This is sick. Conditions are unreal right now. If we could just get the conditions like this and 80 foot, that'd be mental. We're gonna run up the bluff and go check the wave from the backside. It's a pretty good view of Mavs. Mavericks, hands down, is the scariest wave on earth. I mean, it's the most intimidating wave. It's taken many, many lives. The wave is no joke, man. Damn, it's fucking beautiful. About 100 yards off that rock is where the wave will break. And it gets 80, 100 plus feet, massive. So you got Eagle Rock right there, and then it breaks kind of in that zone right there. So Mavericks only breaks in the wintertime. It needs the big winter swells to break. It'll break only a handful of times throughout the winter. That's what makes it really special. That's what makes this wave so crazy and so intense. Jeff Clark from Half Moon Bay was the first person to ever surf Mavericks, and he had been surfing it for like 15 years prior to anyone ever surfing it. Couldn't convince anyone to go out with him, was just going out solo by himself. Crazy, madman. In like the early 90s, he started to convince some of his friends to go out there and surf it. And they started surfing it, and everyone started to realize, wow, you know, this wave is no joke. Through progression and through the last few decades, big wave surfing has just gone through the roof. You know, this wave means a lot to me. I've been surfing it since I was 14, and I've always felt like I've had a pretty special relationship with the wave. And I'm excited about the future, man. Where big wave surfing's going and what I have to do with my performances to take it to the next level, it's exciting. It's gonna be fucking nuts.